Hello, my name is Matthew Nelson and I'm going to be showing how the Fusion components can be used to create a data writer engine which will write data out in a generic way regardless of the output format. In order to demonstrate this, I've created a sample project called the Sample Data Writer. In this project I've got three dependencies, one on the STMX API which contains the interface data writer engine, the STMX data writer component which contains the implementations for the data writer engine such as the compact data writer engine and the generic data writer engine, and the STMX beans which we use for our domain objects. Here's an XML view of the POM file. It's a very small file. So I've created two classes. One is the data writer manager, and this class essentially gives us a static method which returns the data writer engine we choose based on the output format that we supply. So we can supply an output format of, say, compact version 1 and would get a compact data writer engine of version 1, and it wraps our output stream that we pass in. The second class is the class which actually writes the data. So we have a generic method here called output data which takes a data writer engine, which is an interface, and it just calls a series of methods on this interface, such as start a group, write the group key values and write attribute values to that group, start series, write the series key values, write attribute values to the series, and write observation and write observation values. Now this is done in a generic way regardless of the data writer engine implementation that it's working with. So in the main method up here we obtain an instance of a data writer engine by asking the data writer manager for a particular format, and here we have a list of various formats we can pass in. So in this instance we can pass in generic 10 and we can run the method and we get some data. So if I copy this to the clipboard and paste it into XML Spy, we can see we have our group. If I close that node, we have a series with some attributes and we have some observations. If I close that series, we have the second series that was written. Now it's very simple to, for example, remove a series and maybe write a new observation. We can write one for 2011 and we can say this observation is missing, for example. And then we can rerun the data writer, we'll copy that to the clipboard and show that there's our last observation, and our secondary series has been deleted because I just deleted it. Now we can easily ask for the data in a very different format such as compact 2.0. I'll copy that to the clipboard and paste that in here, and now we can see it's the same data, same single series and the 4 observations, and that's the last observation that I just put in. And again we can ask for, say, a 2.1 version of a compact message, and there we have it. It's come out 2.1. So that really summarizes the demo. It's just showing that there can be a generic method which takes a generic interface and writes data in a generic way regardless of the actual implementation class. Thank you.